welcome to another episode of Cooking with Casey. If you're working for YouTube and you're hearing music in the background, don't worry, that is me, my own music on The World of KC YouTube channel, so you don't have to worry about copyright infringements because I give myself permission to play my music in the background while I'm making this video. Anyway, let's do some cooking. I worked 20 years in the restaurant industry, and I was a kitchen manager for a year and a half, which I swore I would never manage a restaurant again after that, but I also love reviewing food. So last week I stumbled across this great local butcher called Noble Prime Meats here in Albuquerque, and I wanted to stop by and check out some of their products and cook some of them up for you on Cooking with Casey. So tonight we're going to cook up some of this raw Italian sausage. I'm going to make it with some vegetables and make those Italian flavored. And I already got some brown rice cooking back here on the stove. It's got some salt, some pepper in it, a little bit of Italian parsley, and heavy on the garlic because I love me some garlic. But plus, you know, I want all the different dishes to complement each other into one meal. So let's get started on these sausages. Okay, now that the water's heating up in this pan, now I did actually learn this from an Italian chef because I could just never get my sausages right, that first you cook your sausages in a pan with some water, then you put them in a frying pan. That's why I was losing so much of the juices and everything, and it just wasn't coming out right. Although I'm not gonna lie, that's too much water, folks. Want a little bit of the sausages showing. You don't want the sausages completely submerged in the water. Stir the rice. Wash my hands. Next, we're going to cut up some vegetables for the mixed veggies. I'm doing two types of onions because one, I love onions, and two, they're good for the blood and the heart and everything. So, besides the fact, I just don't need excuses. I love onions. I'm making them kind of big so that way they will keep some firmness, and that way you also see them in the overall medley once it's all cooked, which I will do the same with the white onions. As I'm being circled by these sharks. Oh yes, am I cooking food? Yes. Hi to the boy. Gonna add some mushrooms to this. Just do a random chop. Keep those big pieces smaller. Go. Cheers. Add some tomatoes to these. Oh, that's much better. For those keeping track, if you've watched some of these episodes from the past, I was complaining about this knife just last week, and I just sharpened it. It's not a great knife, but the sharpening definitely helped. Again, trying to keep the tomatoes kind of chunky. And we're not looking for perfectly even slices here. Just looking for flavor. Now, the creme de la creme, the yellow squash. Now you got one of those things I love about squash here. You got two different, you got the length and thickness changes on you, so how you're going to cut it up kind of changes maybe a little, or it does for me anyway. At these center parts, I'm just going to keep them as wagon wheels, rings, at a decent thickness, so that way they cook evenly. We'll go ahead and half that, and that's a half a wagon wheel. And then we'll go ahead and half this thick end. Use the curves to your advantage to butt them up together. Once again, disclaimer, not a professional chef. Just love food. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, cracked black pepper. Some oregano. Heavy on the oregano, apparently. Okay, I like oregano. Crushed red pepper flakes. Red pepper flakes. I'm speaking great English tonight. Italian parsley. Dried parsley. Good thing I'm going to the store tomorrow. The last of my basil. A little bit of onion powder. And minced garlic. Does that look like enough? Nah. Good thing I'm going to the store tomorrow for that too. Alright, a little bit of Mediterranean oil to get all the flavors to stick and mix. Mix this baby up. This is going to have leftovers, so I'm going to utilize some of this for like breakfast or lunch tomorrow or something. I'll figure it out. Alright, 350. This is probably going to take about a half an hour because there's a lot in there. Let's get it going. Alright, I gotta turn these sausages. Now these sausages aren't like the types of sausages I'm used to. They're not closed on the end, so I may have made a mistake and probably should have cooked these in here. We will find out once they are all done, said and done. I'll be honest with you guys about how I feel about it. And I can always go back, buy some more, and cook them up again in a different manner. Don't forget to check your veggies and stir them a little, so that way we're getting an even cook as we knock our camera all over the place. Alright, let's check this. Oh, starting to darken a little bit there. We're going to give this a stir. Mix it up. That way all the vegetables have equal opportunity to the heat of this wonderful machine. Okay, so the vegetables will be done in a little bit. Rice is pretty much almost done. Heating up the pan here, that feels nice and warm. Gonna throw in a little bit of Mediterranean oil, as well as some vegan butter here. See it sizzling, all right. Wasn't as warm as I thought it was. So now we can finish off these sausages appropriately. This way we can steam them finish while trapping in as much flavor as possible while also keeping the kitchen somewhat clean with the grease. Let's check this rice real quick. Fluffy and sticky. We're going to leave that on low to finish off while this cooks and the vegetables finish up. Alright, let's turn these sausages. Woo, love that sound. There we go. Get that brown caramelization. There we go. Trap that grease back in there, plus all the warmth. Check these, give these a quick stir. Turn the temperature up on this to get them a little darker and a little crisper, a little quicker. So that way it's timed out with the rest of this. Alright. How are we looking here? Good, good, good. Move these around a little bit here. Take these a little here, get them in different spots of the pan, because the pan's warmer in different areas than other areas. These babies are pretty much done. How we looking here? Give that a quick stir. And let that finish up. More of that flavor on there. All right, Italian sausage links. Let me first apologize to No Bull Prime Meats. I know I didn't cook these sausages up right, so I'm going to go back and buy some more of these Italian sausages because I know what I did wrong, and I'm going to redo them a completely different way. But let's get in there and try them shall we? Alright, so yes, no bowl prime meats. This is good stuff. I screwed that up for sure. I know what I did wrong and how to do it better next time. But you know what? That's part of the cooking process. You screw up, you live, you learn. You change it, and hopefully the next meal comes out better than the last meal. Veggies are perfect, didn't overcook them. A little bit of firmness left in the squash, the acidity of the tomatoes, earthiness of the mushrooms, and the onions, and the sweetness of the red onions mixed in there with the garlic and the basil and the oregano. That came out good. Rice came out good, nice and garlicky. So together, I got a full meal. And I think I'm gonna go enjoy it and try not to get too mad at myself for fucking up this meat. I'll do better next time. See you on another episode of Cooking with KC. Cheers.